I have just taken over a salon. This one here, as you can tell, the signage isn't quite there, and it's a process, but I'm gonna get to it. So it's actually been over a month now, and I feel like I have put on my big girl panties, and I have finally called up a sign writer, and hopefully soon I'm gonna get quotes so I can get proper signage made. You'll notice that this says, well, it kind of says high maintenance, hair extensions. I'm not a hair extension salon. Essentially, I am a booth renter. So I have my own business, hair rental, and then this salon here, I've actually been renting a chair in for quite a few years now, about 4 years, and I've only just taken over. But me as boss now, I'm still going to be doing the same thing and just renting out all the chairs. But I've got a new name, Morley Hair and Beauty Collective, and I can't really tell people that at the moment, because if they look for Morley Hair and Beauty Collective, they're going to go, where the hell is it? So time to get new signs. I definitely feel quite lucky being at the location that we are. The salon is right off of this intersection here, which is right next to the Morley Galleria, which is one of the largest shopping centres around in Perth. It does need an upgrade though, I must say. And we are also right across the road from the Morley Rec Centre and right next to the Coventry Village, which is absolutely fantastic. Oh yeah, and charcoal chicken. It's quite a simple place to get to, and I do have a lot of people that get a little bit confused. They think I'm inside the Coventry Village, which is the major shopping centre I'm showing you right now. But no, I tell people it's on the other side of that wall, which is part of the reason why I feel like I need better signage, so I can tell people where I am. So it has actually been a few weeks since I made that little vlog, which I never posted online yet. So I'm just closing my blinds. It's the end of the day here. So I contacted a company to ask about my signs, and they came out and they measured and they asked these questions. Oh yeah, by the way, I still haven't brought globes. The amount of times I've been to Bunnings, I keep forgetting to buy globes. I'll buy globes eventually. Anyway, going back to the sign thing. Sorry, I'm a very easily distracted person. $6,500 is the quote that I got. I haven't actually reached back out to them to kindly decline their offer. So yeah, I don't have $6,500 in my bank account because I spent money on other things. I think I'm gonna have to get some more quotes. So I spoke to the business next to me, and he said, I'll let you know the name of who they have used. But that was before Easter. It's actually now the 1st of May, and I still haven't gone and spoken to him. I think I just get busy. Easter, everyone takes a holiday, and then we had Ansett Day, everyone goes and takes a holiday for that. I haven't gone there, and every time I've kind of seen him, he seems to be busy with customers, so I don't want to go in there and disturb him. I'll get quotes eventually. Yeah, I had to make another trip to Bunnings, by the way. I thought that was quite funny because my big fat bum broke the toilet seat. So I had to make sure that I came here in the middle of the night to fix this, but it wasn't the middle of the night, but it felt really dark. I don't know if it was because it was nighttime or not, but between the two of us, it definitely took us a lot longer to work out how to fit it in, even with the instructions. And alongside fixing the toilet, we've also been looking at our door.
So it's dropped a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at how much play you got in that there. Oh, yeah.
That's fine. So it's like the screws are loose or something.
No, it's not fucking. Not really. I reckon go new new hinges.
Hinges, okay.
Yeah, go new hinges. 3 new hinges, and that should fix the problem. Right, see here.
Yeah.
See how it's starting to separate? And then when I lift the door up, it closes. See how it closes?
I can't really tell what you're talking about.
Yeah, so that piece there is moving.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
It's because the hinges are worn out. They need hinges for it. I bought it at Bunnings as well.
Oh, another trip to Bunnings. For the time being.
Maybe before I put that door thing up that I was talking about, put your hinges on.
Actually, that's another thing with this salon, because everything is black during the day, it's not too bad. but I can't hold my arm up. Yeah, during the day it's not too bad in here. There's plenty of light that comes through. I've closed the blinds and it's still got plenty of light. Nighttime is so dark. So we came in here, put a new toilet seat on. Well, I didn't do it, Maddie did. I don't know how to do that. I didn't want to touch it, it's gross. And then we were looking at our door, because our front door to the salon here, when you go to open and close it, it keeps making noises. And we've worked out what's going on. The tiles on the floor are kind of raised, and you can't fix that. It's something you can't fix. This isn't from when the tiles were replaced at the front. It was from way back, because it's actually been happening for ages. But we've noticed one of the hinges on the door is not right, so we're going to have to get some new hinges. The problem is every time we're free, or when my partner's free, it seems to be late. So I don't know if I have time this weekend, or we might just push it to another day, and then we'll finally be able to fit this thing that I brought ages ago to stop the door from swinging all the way open. Look at my grubby fingernails. We'll get there. My next thing I am pretty excited about, got my fingers crossed for it, is I have someone coming to rent the chair. So hopefully this person starts next week. I'm just kind of nervous, you know what I mean? Like, everything's fine. It's a barber, so in his school, he's got his own clients, all the rest of it. I just hope this person comes. I'm sure he's gonna come, but I just hope he does. And hopefully it all works out, because I have just found out that someone else that I've actually been working alongside for many, many years has decided to leave. She hasn't quite left yet, but she's going to be. She may come and rent a chair one day a week, but I don't know how long she'll do that for. She's got issues with her shoulder and it's just too much. It's a little bit sad, because I love working with her. She's such a friendly person, but so I will get around to looking at signs. I think I'm just nervous ringing people up, and it doesn't help that I seem to be putting money in all these little spots at the moment, because my dog actually hurt herself on the weekend, and unfortunately the poor thing, she has torn a ligament in her knee, and I really need to get a surgery to get that fixed. But yeah, you know, animals, vet bills, or the rest of it. It could be $5,000, it could be $8,000, I'm not sure. So I think what's going to happen at the moment, my partner and I are going to just have to put our money together and see if we can use some credit card money, that money that we don't have. And yeah, so it's the end of the Saturday now. Time to clean up. I just remembered one of the things I had to do for having this person come is I had to have some keys made. So I never even checked to see if they were. Okay, that's good, they work. And then I'm going home, because you know what else I like to do when I'm not working? I like to go and play Fortnite. I'm a gamer girly. So it's the next morning, and Maddie and I have decided we're going to do some work on the salon today. But first it is breakfast. Hopefully we can do 4 jobs. Lights and door. Okay, wait, hang on, please stop pulling them off.
Oh, I need to have a look to see if they're screw or not.
Oh.
Yeah.
Screws?
Yeah. Okay. Did that work?
I haven't turned it on yet. Well, that's another one I will work out. Probably down lights, another one. So.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
We've been meaning to do these lights for so long, and I'm finally glad that we're doing it. Alright, let's see. Ready? We have light. Yeah, that was cool though. Oh.
That'll live right.
Yeah, because they're new. That's not saying I reckon.
That'd be on the back there.
Well, this one, new,
See the
right?
thing shaking.
Yeah. Oh, I like those. At least I know where to find them. So I feel like they sit too low to the ground, and I do want them up a bit, only because we have some very tall people that come here. Some people like to sit here, and then I drop their head, you know what I mean? So, something we need to work out. Yeah, I was looking at it, and I don't think we can do this today. We completely forgot to bring our ladder with us, and I was having a look at the chairs. I don't think we should stand on these chairs. I don't think they're suitable, and even the salon chairs, because they're like wibbly and wobbly. But even that, I don't think they're even tall enough because the ceiling is pretty high. And I think you need to be able to unscrew the things you can push the cords up. So yeah, that'll be another day job. But hopefully today we can get those door hinge things sorted. So I might actually pop around to the in. I'm kind of stressing out with the hinge because if we stop up, that's the freaking door. And if it's a Sunday, then we need to get like a tradie to come out. You're paying money for that. Would you like put that up there and make sure it's the right size? We've got some hinges. Hopefully it's the right one. Apparently the screws are snapped, so no good.
Push the door.
I'll take one.
Now that I think that, just put it out of place. What I can do is I can move the hands up.
Yeah, I never thought of that. I never thought how like when you put the like the hinges out, it could change the lock. So
Push against the door. Push against the door up here, not down the bottom. Up here. Push. Yeah.
I'll try that again.
Yeah. You did.
What?
Broke my bloody knee.
If they want to lock it, they're going to have to
Hey?
Push it in.
Yeah.
It's still not right though.
What?
So you look up here. This one's right.
Something like that.
Yeah, because the doors are walls. So you want me to fix it up a bit more? It's because the doors are wall, you can't close it properly.
Yeah, that's screwed. Because I completely snapped in half. 2 jobs down. I don't know if we can do. So we technically wanted to do 4 jobs. The light bulbs, the hinges. We want to put the door closer thing on the door there, and then we wanted to push the light glaze up. I don't think we can push the light glaze up because I've got no ladder, and I'm not 100% sure if we can put the door closer on. And we don't know if the wood on the door is going to be able to handle it. But the whole point of the door closing thingy is what happens during the winter time is when it's windy, people are going to open the door and then the wind touches it and it goes and it hasn't hit the window yet, but it may one day. And I'm just worried that as they open the door up and the door swings, they're not going to try and catch it and then fall over. Especially with, when you have senior elderly clients and stuff as well, because I've watched them and they try and catch it and they're like holding onto their little walking stick, and I'm like, please don't do that. But 2 jobs down. The building is very old, and yeah, obviously the door is it's a bit how you're going, but if all we need to do is push on it, at least now when people open and close the door, I won't have to hear the sound because it was very annoying. Yes. Read the instructions. I looked at the instructions before, I didn't really understand it. I wrote this thing a while ago and I think we just realised that we can't use it. We think it's the wrong type for our door. Bloody hell. We used to have one though. And then as you painted it, it was really good. I think it was a different type.
I don't understand the instructions.
Neither.
Shit.
Oh. Unfortunately, because of the type of door frame that we have, the only way we can get this thing to fit is if we put it on the outside. I know it's not 100% ideal, but it was the only way that we could get it to work. And all it is there for is to stop the door from flying open. But it turns out that door closers are a lot harder to fit than we thought, and this thing took us a million times to try and work out how to get this thing right. You know when people say measure once, cut twice? No, we're measuring twice, cut once.
Can't do any of them.
They're both as bad as one another. Oh, other way around.
I just want to see how famous you are. Very good idea.
Thank you. Did you do it or you did it?
Yeah, high five.
Finally. Oh my god, that was so hard. That was like one of those mobile phone puzzle games that you just can't work out. Done. It feels so good to know that we have done so many jobs. So we have now done 3 out of the 4 that we wanted to do today. So we did the hinges, the door closer thingamabobby. We put new light bulbs in, which look fantastic now. We do think that one of them might blow. One of the old ones. It looks like one of them is a bit on the... We wanted to get them so it sits a bit higher, but we completely forgot our ladder. This is the one we're not sure about. Sometimes we notice it goes kind of flickery, but it's not doing it now. But yeah, it was before, so that one might blow. But at least it's done. And then we'll come back another day with a ladder so we can hopefully push them up a bit. I feel like we've had a pretty productive Sunday and I'll be back to work on Tuesday. Okay, so today is Wednesday afternoon. I finally finished and the barber, he did start, so that's great. So I've actually finally got someone ranging chairs across there, which is fantastic. But you know, after all the effort of us putting the thing on the door, fucking snapped off, didn't it? Sitting at the table here checking my phone, I was like texting my clients and stuff, and then out of the blue, the door just flung open all by itself in the wind, and as it did so, the whole frame came off the door. Like the whole fucking thing. Oh, I could not believe it. I was like, after all that effort that we did to try and get this door right. Oh man. So I called up my landlord. So certainly they're not my landlord. I deal with a real estate company. But I've called them, I've informed them, I've let them know, because I don't know what the go is. Is it something that I fix or is it something that they fix? I mean, to be honest with you, it doesn't bother me either way. I personally think it might end up being my problem because I was the one that put the thing on the door in the first place. So I feel like maybe the door catcher, when the door flung, the wood wasn't strong enough, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so being a business owner is fun. It's one of those things where some days can be absolutely fantastic and then other days, boom. And then it's like $500 out the door for no bloody reason. I don't know. I just made up that $500 amount. I have no idea if that's going to cost me money or if it's going to cost the landlord money. So I'm just going to have to wait when they call back. I think you're just going to have to sub and see what happens next time. I'm kind of in that whole like, I want to be optimistic. I want to be really happy because at the end of the day, everything is going really, really well here. But with these little bits and pieces that I want to get fixed, when you fix something and then something else breaks, oh well. All right, I'll catch you for the next one. Bye.